Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage. This is their part number 16-200. This is a 16200 626. It has a satin chrome type faceplate. This is a super common latch bolt that has been used in the, for sure, the F-Series locks forever. I don't know that this part has changed substantially since, the late 1980s. I know that it has, the faceplate connection in the back has changed. They were not convertible once upon a time in terms of these faceplates, but the structure hasn't changed. If you have an F-Series Schlage lock, regardless of its vintage, I think this latch bolt is certainly going to fit. This is a latch bolt that would be used on a non-locking function, a passage, a privacy, something that doesn't take a key because it does not feature the deadlocking tab, nor would this be appropriate for doors that are fire rated as well. I don't believe you're going to see an installation of this lock without the deadlocking tab or without specifying UL listed. There is no UL listing on here, so this technically would not be permissible for use on a fire door. Not that it would cause the door to fail under the duress of a fire test, but it's not been tested, so they don't know if it will or not. This is going to be 2 1/4 tall. It's going to be 1 1/8 wide. It is both 2 3/8 and 2 3/4 back set. Back set is the dimension from the edge of the door to the center of the hole, 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. The edge of the door is actually defined regardless of whether the door is square or beveled or radiused or rabbited. The back set is measured if my hand dimension indicates or is supposed to represent the thickness of the door. It's measured from the center of the thickness back to the back set. So regardless of it being beveled or square edge or again radiused or rabbited, you're not measuring from inside one face of the door or the other. It's from the center of the thickness, which allows back set and the definition to operate independent of the door thickness. So if I've got an 1 3/8 door or an 1 3/4 door or a 2 1/4 door or a 8-inch thick door, doesn't matter. Back set's still measured from the center. This is also going to include this plastic filler, this adapter, this latch face adapter. It is plastic. It slaps down over the thing here itself, and you would use that when you have a prep that is 1 1/8 wide, like you'd see in a commercial door or an architectural wood door. If you're installing a passage or privacy set down to a commercial hollow metal door, you're going to need that filler. I would suggest that you not throw those away. I have thrown away countless of these, and I've regretted it. I've also possessed a barrel full of them. If you have to buy these are not inexpensive. I don't, of course, recall the part number, but I'm going to make a quick search and see what I can come up with. Okay, so that part number, if you were to order this separately, it's an A501-878 is what this item is. So again, this part number, if you needed to order it separately, is A501-878. If you deal with commercial doors that have an 1 1/8 wide faceplate, you're going to want to have these. And if you get them, and as I was saying earlier, don't throw them away. While they're not cheap, it's going to cost you, the cost of a candy bar to buy one of these, so be mindful. Don't throw them away if you don't need to. It's going to include a couple of screws. These are obviously intended for wood applications. If you're going into a hollow metal door, you're going to need some 832 machine screws to install that. Okay. Now, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Schlage products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog for their commercial products. Now, this 16200 is specifically a residential item, so it does not appear in our commercial catalog, does not appear in our service manual, does not appear in our price list. You'd be looking at a residential catalog to locate this. So we won't switch to the screen view because there's no supporting documentation to show you. Great quality latch, though. I rarely have these break, even though they do occasionally. If you have a latch that's not working, take the lock apart and see if you can realign these rotating discs that are inside of there. You might be able to get it fixed back, because I find in rental applications, well, not exclusively rental, but I've got a few clients that's what they do. They're landlords. So when they bring me in a latch, oh, let me see if I can fix it first before I sell you a new one. And that's the problem with buying parts. This latch bolt is, almost, it's going to be substantial in terms of the percentage of the cost of the overall lock. I can occasionally get them fixed because the trim will be hyper turned too far, and it causes that latch bolt to seize. You can kind of, relieve that sticking point there, and sometimes the latch will work again. So take a look at it before you just outright replace one. Any questions on the Schlage 16200 and the 626, and obviously it's available in finishes that will complement your lock, or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.